Hello everyone, welcome to my simple zoology class. In today's video, I'll be dealing with the topic Diencephalon from the subtopic forebrain of the human brain. Okay, so we already know for the fact that forebrain consists of three different regions, that is cerebrum, diencephalon, and olfactory lobe. In today's video, I'll be dealing with diencephalon, that means it consists of epithalamus, thalamus, hypothalamus, and also about the olfactory lobe. Okay, starting from diencephalon. What exactly is diencephalon? It's a small chamber-like structure which is present at the posterior part of the forebrain. Okay, or it is a posterior part of the forebrain which is covered over by cerebrum. So here comes our cerebrum. So this particular region over here, which I'm highlighting, forms our diencephalon. Okay, it's a small chamber-like posterior part of the forebrain which is covered over by our cerebrum. That itself is called as what? Diencephalon. Now this diencephalon comprises of three different parts, that is epithalamus, thalamus and hypothalamus. Now where is epithalamus located? Here. This is the epithalamus region, the one which I am highlighting over here. This epithalamus is present on the roof of the diencephalon. Now since we are calling this as diencephalon, the upper part, that is the anterior portion or the roof of it, is called as epithalamus. Okay. Here in the epithalamus region, you will be coming across a specific endocrine structure that is called as pineal gland or pineal body. Anything is fine. Apart from that, there is also a specific name to remember for this pineal gland, that is called as epiphysis cerebri. Okay, what is it called as? Epiphysis cerebri. Now this is found on epithelium. So our epithelium is present over here. That is what I was highlighting, right? So over here we come across this endocrine structure that is called as pineal body or epiphysis cerebri. Now what is the function of this pineal gland? It also makes sure, now this pineal gland's function is sleep-wake cycle. Okay, and this epithalamus also ensures for the working of our sexual maturity. Okay, what does it ensure for? Sexual maturity. Okay, so this is about the epithalamus which is present over here. Then coming to the second one is thalamus. Now where exactly is thalamus located? This is present on the lateral side. So this is the lateral region. That itself is called as, over here you can see the labeling, that is thalamus. The lateral region of the diencephalon. So this is our diencephalon. Roof of it has got epithalamus. Lateral region has got thalamus structure. So the lateral region of the diencephalon consists of which one? Thalamus. Now, this thalamus is going to act as what? It is going to act as a relay center. Now, why is it considered to be a relay center? Is it is making sure that it receives all the sensory information from all the different regions of the body, and finally it is going to send impulses to that particular sensory inputs which they are going to receive. So why is it called as relay center? It is going to receive all the sensory input, and necessary sensory input for that necessary stimulus will be sent. Okay, then this is considered to be a major, which one? Thalamus is considered to be major coordinating center for sensory and motor signaling. I have given the notes also in the next sheet. You will be getting to see that. For now, I am just showing the diagram and making you understand what is this thalamus. It is a relay center. It is going to receive all sensory input from the different parts of the body and send impulses to that. And also, it's a major coordinating center for sensory and motor signaling. That is our thalamus. Coming to the third one is which one? Hypothalamus. Now you need to understand, something which is present on the above you call it as epi, something which is present below is called as hypo. Now it is present on thalamus, that is the roof of it or anterior surface of it, you call it as epithalamus. Something which is present below the thalamus, you call it as hypothalamus, that is present over here. Now hypothalamus is present on the dorsal surface or ventral surface, ventral surface of it. It forms the ventral part of the diencephalon. You can see the labeling over here. The anterior portion was epithalamus, the posterior portion is hypothalamus. Okay, now it is going to be present at the base of it. Now hypothalamus is the one which has got several functions present in that. Before understanding the functions, you need to understand Now, if you can look at here, I mentioned everything. It's a small chamber covered by forebrain, that is our cerebrum itself. Three parts are present: epithalamus, thalamus, and hypothalamus. Epithalamus is present on the roof of it. It has got the spinal body, that is epiphysis cerebri, that is concerned with the sexual maturity. Coming to thalamus, it is present on the lateral wall of diencephalon. It acts as a relay center, which I was just telling. Why is it relay center? Because it is going to receive signals of sensory inputs from different parts of the body, and confined to that, it is going to send the impulses. Along with that, it is considered to be a major coordinating center for sensory and motor signals. Now we were talking about which one? Hypothalamus. It is present on the ventral, lower or basal, anything is fine, of the thalamus part. Now what are the functions of it? It controls body temperature, hunger, thirst. Okay, there are other functions also. I've mentioned about that. You'll be seeing, because questions about these functions have majorly come. Please do remember the functions. That is very, very important from the exam point of view. Okay, now hypothalamus has got, or it contains, several group of these neurosecretory cells. Certain cells are present in these hypothalamus, neurosecretory cells. Now what do these neurosecretory cells do? They secrete hormone. What is the name of the hormone called as? Since it is concerned with the hypothalamus, you're going to call it as what? Hypothalamic hormone. Okay, what is it? It contains a several group of neurosecretory cells which secretes hormone, and you call it as hypothalamic hormone. Okay, then coming to the next one is over here itself. This is very, very important. Please do remember, this is very, very important. That is, on this hypothalamus region itself, there is a cross, something like this cross kind of a structure present on the anterior surface. Okay, that itself is called as optic chiasma. If you can see the labeling over here, this is the optic chiasma. Okay, so what did I just say? A cross-like structure is present, and that cross-like structure is called as optic chiasma. Now, what is this optic chiasma concerned with? Something related to the sensory, that is the visual region. Okay, now this optic chiasma through infundibulum. Where is this infundibulum? This is the infundibulum. Okay, this region over here is the infundibulum. Pituitary body is attached to the middle part of the hypothalamus. Now, this pituitary is attached to a structure that is called as, within the brackets they've mentioned, sella turcica. I'll be explaining about all these things in detail in some of the other videos. But for now, just understand a cross-like structure, something like this. Cross-like structure is present on the anterior surface, that is called as optic chiasma. Apart from that, now anterior surface has got optic chiasma. Posterior surface has got a structure that is called as mammillary body. If you can see over here, this is our anterior structure. This will be our posterior structure. The posterior structure of the hypothalamus has got mammillary body. This is hypothalamus, anteriorly optic chiasma, posteriorly is mammillary body. This is also called as corpus albicans. Do not get confused of corpus albicans with the white body that we are going to study in the human reproduction. That is different. This is different. Okay, so corpus albicans or mammillary body, they are present on the posterior surface. It is considered to be a mammalian character. Okay, then along with that, we are also going to study something called as the functions. Okay, so the main functions, this is very important again, because the questions of these functions have been definitely asked. Like, what are the functions? Thermoregulation, behavior, emotion, endocrine, biological clock system, autonomic neural system control. So all these things are taken care by the hypothalamus itself. So what are the functions? That is thermoregulation, behavior, emotion, endocrine system, biological clock system, autonomic neural system. Along with that, there is another important one, that is limbic system. Now, what exactly is this limbic system? Limbic system is nothing but it's present at the basically a lower region of the cerebral hemispheres. Now we know for the fact that it is divided into two cerebral, the cerebrum part, correct? Now over there itself there are certain deep structures like a fold kind of structures are present. Those two structures are called as amygdala and hippocampus. Questions on these also have come. So please make sure that you remember it very well. What shape is amygdala? Almond shape. What shape is hippocampus? Seahorse shape. Now, what are the functions of these limbic system? Now, the function of amygdala is our anger, our rage, our aggression is taken care by the amygdala itself. Whereas coming to hippocampus, it helps in conversion of short-term memory to long-term memory. Now you need to know how our memory works. That means which particular organ is going to work over there for the conversion of these memories. Okay. So if at all the question comes like this, limbic system comprises of amygdala, then hippocampus, also hypothalamus also. Hypothalamus is also the one which looks after the limbic work. That means here it is involved in the functioning of sexual behavior or expression of any sort of emotions, like it can be anger, aggression, or it can be pleasure, or it can be fear. Okay. Along with that, even conversion of short-term memory to long-term memory. So this is about the limbic system. Finally, coming to the next one, that is rhinencephalon. That is also nothing but olfactory lobe. Okay, this is the last part of the forebrain. So this rhinencephalon or olfactory lobe is basically a bean-shaped structure. It is something like this, a bean-shaped structure. So this bean-shaped structure is found on the frontal lobe region. So where is it exactly located? It is located on the frontal lobe. Questions of these lobes related to the lobes will definitely come. So please do remember. Okay. So where is it located? Frontal lobe. Now where, this is another important question. Where is our olfaction? Olfaction is nothing but something related to smell, right? So where is that smelling sensory section located? It is located in the temporal lobe. So please remember, where is the olfactory center? The olfactory center is temporal lobe. I've seen the questions appear related to this. Where are the centers of, it can be gustatory, or it can be olfactory, or it can be hearing. So please remember, the olfactory center is temporal lobe. Okay. I hope I've made clear with the diencephalon part and the olfactory lobe. And please do remember about the function of hypothalamus, because definitely the questions will come on the functions, and about the optic chiasma and mammillary body and limbic system also, the shapes of them. If you have liked my video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.